how do you define the word trigger? A trigger for me, and for the purpose of our lecture together, is any stimulus that elicits an intense emotional response. In a traumatized person, they may also cause this person to re-experience a traumatic episode. Again, it can be a big scale, capital T trauma, or a smaller scale, little t trauma. This cue can be connected to memories. Memories can even be connected to beliefs. The interesting thing about triggers is that they can exist and be known to the person, such as a veteran that knows that they're set off by loud noises, or they might be completely unknown to the person. They tend to be very personal, and these reactions are below the level of conscious behavior because, of course, if we could just control how we felt all the time, we probably would. Triggers may include references to a location, a trigger word or a movement, a set of movements or conditions. Those are procedural triggers. An example of one would be, let's say that a not so nice somebody showed up in my bedroom one evening. My procedural trigger that brings me back to that trauma could be lying down onto my side, reaching for the light to turn it off, rolling onto my back and pulling up my covers. If something happened to me immediately thereafter, that set of actions can put me into the same spiral as my body anticipates what's coming, since it did occur in a previous time where I was traumatized. We can even be set off by sexuality, the touching of a body part, or even a sound. The great yoga teacher, Nikki Myers, who has developed Yoga for 12-Step Recovery, says, if it's hysterical, it's historical. If it gets me intensely emotional, it's very likely linked to something in my past that has gone unresolved. And ultimately, although these are suffering experiences and really difficult, they present opportunities of growth and opportunities to move through our traumas. These are the best possible places to have trauma interventions. These actually become prompts for us to explore the trauma and digest some of the emotion. Ultimately, if we can feel it and acknowledge it and explore it, we can release it. And if we were to go back in time to that apple metaphor of my trauma apple going from my hand straight into my belly, these triggers become opportunities for me to bite into my apple, chew up a little bit of it, and start to assimilate some of the wisdom that I have access to once my trauma starts to become broken down. So don't lose heart. There's a lot of great healing coming as a result of our traumas. So take a moment to ponder this, maybe even talk it over with a colleague or drop your comment in the comments section. In managing trauma, things will often get worse before they get better. Knowing the damage that these undigested emotional experiences can cause, why is it a positive thing to become triggered? Share your thoughts, share your experiences. I look forward to reading them.